The materials that you will need are 4 different strands of craft lace, all the same length. They could be 2 different colors or 4 different colors. And the 2 colors don't have to be next to each other like that. I've started one here showing that the pink and blue are together on each side. So I don't measure them out. I just grab and cut to the desired length of craft lace that I want. I don't know how long that the keychains are ever going to turn out, so I can't give you an exact measurement. Once you have cut your strands to the desired length and you've picked out your colors, you're going to find the middle of all 4 of your strands. Like this. Okay, after you've found the strands, if you want the same colors to be on the same side, you're going to lay them next to each other. If you don't, you'll have, like, in my case, 1 pink and 1 black. Well, you lay them over your finger like this, and then you're going to get the other 2 strands and lay them over your finger the other way to create a crisscross pattern. Like this. Now you're going to get the strands that are under, and you're going to put that one over to make a bubble. And now this strand hangs on the end. Now this strand next to that, which is the same exact strand, but it is bent over, you're going to put on that side. So now this one's hanging on that side, and it created another bubble. Then you're going to get the next one closest to it, and you're going to create another bubble, so that now it's hanging on the opposite side. Then you're going to get this one and create yet again another bubble. So you're going to have a total of 4 bubbles, and you have to make sure that they stay in the correct position. Like this one can't go out of hand and go over here. It has to stay exactly where it is. So now here, there's no strand hanging off the end of here. So we're going to get this one, and we're going to loop it over, under, and so over. Sometimes it may be difficult. I've heard people say that it's really very difficult to make because of all the strands that you have to weave. But it's pretty simple for me. You have to push them out and make sure that all the loops go under and over the correct ones. Because if one strand even gets one bubble out of place, you would have to restart the whole entire stitch. So now that I've over, under, like that. See, this strand's over, under. Then you're gonna get the one next to that, the closest next to that on the other side. It's like a regular box stitch except with 4 strands instead of 2. Then you're going to go over and under, make sure it's next to this on this side, and then over, under, so that it looks like this. Make sure it's not twisted at the bottom because then it won't turn out as pretty as you want it to be. It'll look like that. Then you're going to get this one, the one next to it on this side, and of course you're going to go over, under. So over, under, and you're just going to keep using the over, under pattern. This way, over, under. It's no over, under, over. It's just over, under with each strand. So now it should look like this. And you might not want, like if you're weaving this, you want to make sure that it doesn't accidentally weave over here, or that the 2 strands that are connected at the bottom are next to each other. Because trust me, you'll get really frustrated if this stitch doesn't work. And finally, with the last strand, you're gonna go, of course, over, under, over, under. And don't get frustrated if the first time you ever start to make this stitch, the first few times, it doesn't work out. Just keep trying, and then eventually you'll get the hang of it. So it's supposed to look like this now. Now we're going to make sure that it's not twisted. See, this one's twisted, so I just untwist it. And then make sure no twisted, then slowly pull them till you get the box, and you might want to flatten it out with your 2 fingers so that you'll get the box form. And you want to do it as tightly as you can, but to where it still keeps the box form, because the first stitch is always not perfectly formed. It's kind of deformed, and then you think you messed up, but you really didn't. You just have to keep so here's what it looks like right now. And then you're going to do the exact same thing, but now since you've made your first stitch, it's going to be easier. So you just get, it doesn't matter which side, you can start on this side or this side. It doesn't matter which color you use, but you just, so get the one closest to the end. Hold on, it's blurry. Okay, get the one closest to the end, and then you could start on this side or you could start on that side. It doesn't matter whichever one's comfortable for you. And of course, you're just gonna make it the 4 loops. Until, and then you just do the exact same thing over again until you eventually build it up to create the whole entire keychain. And you could end it any way you want. I'm going to make a video on how to end all the keychains. I'll demonstrate one more time how to do all the loops and stitch it back up. Now that you've done the first stitch, it's going to be hard with the second stitch because the first stitch is out of place so much, it's deformed, that it's difficult. It's really difficult to keep the form. Okay, so make sure each bubble's in the right place, and then you're gonna get the first one closest to it, and then you go over, under, then the next one, which would be on this side. Like, let's say, okay, so once you weaved it, this string that was on that side will be on this side, and yeah, then the one closest to it, like I just showed you how to weave. If this is confusing, then just comment me if you don't know how to make it. But eventually, it should turn out to look like this one. Well, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and if you didn't understand how to make this keychain, then I'll post a video on continuing how to make this stitch. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.